I remember when we plugged this in for the first time when we were writing, and I was like, how?
We literally keep an amp downstairs because of this
Because of
bass.
this
Not
bass.
because of any of the other basses, but because of this bass.
Because of this
So when
one.
she's right, she's like,
I know, I feel like
Sounds
a
like thunder.
rock goddess when I play this thing. It's like so beefy.
it's funny, George Harrison used to keep 30 ukuleles in his trunk. So if he ran into some friends, everybody could play ukulele. And there's something about ukulele, you know, songs like Here Comes the Sun that probably would not have been written if it wasn't for the invention of ukulele. Hey, my name is Elisha Hoffman. I'm a writer, producer, instrumentalist living here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm also in a band called Loving Mary. A lot of the time features Steven Tyler on vocals as well. Funny thing about Lanikai is I was on the road with Steven. He goes, you know, check out these harmonicas. And he got them from Honer. And he said, yeah, they got ukuleles too and all this other stuff. I tried one of these ukuleles. I strummed it one time and said, this is it. I gotta replace my ukulele with this. So we replaced them with Lanikai ukuleles. And then after we got back home, I started plugging them in the studio, kind of put on some various tracks I was working with just to have some kind of other texture and see how I could turn it inside out a little bit. So here we are at the house back here in Nashville a few years later in Ukulele Central. I've done some crazy stuff with them, and we actually recorded some stuff here today, which I think is gonna be great. I'm in the studio with my good friend Nate Wallace. We're gonna put together a track using ukuleles in a possibly unorthodox manner, make it sound a little more ethereal, and we're gonna layer some stuff with various different kinds of ukuleles. My buddy Nate had this cool riff, and I said, Nate, man, let's put that down, let's start with that. Then he jumped on and made a little track for us to get started with. Should we lay that first one down, bro?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
100%.
All right, bro. Woo! Come on! 1, 2, 3, Great take, bro.
Got it.
Really good take.
Thanks, man.
Being that the fact that these pickups are so good, we can actually plug in. I mean, who plugs in the studio? I'm actually going down with my direct signal through a delay pedal and then 2 microphones to kind of give it some space and some depth. Let's do a track of rigs. Count me in.
1, 2.
So I took off the high C on this 8 string, which turned into obviously a 7 string, kind of like a Keith Richards thing where I'm just not using it. Let's just get it off there so I can kind of push down, have a little more of a tighter. But I figured, why we're not using it, we might as well yank it off there. So that's kind of how that tone kind of came up. I'm gonna do like a little pluck kind of thing, like a Niles Rodgers kind of thing from the 70s. Just kind of get a little rhythm going that's not so flowy and esoteric and flying all over the place, a little more on the grid, creating a rhythm, almost like a bass track. Young Nate, roll the track, brother. Hey, now I'm gonna grab a Lanikai 6-string ukulele, which is quilted maple, and it's like a guitar capoed on the 5th fret. We'll lay down some rhythm tracks with this. Here we go. Let's do it.
So this is the Lanikai uke bass. It's the oak version, and this is actually my favorite writing tool. I keep this one downstairs and plugged into my amp at all times because it's a very inspiring instrument to play. So let's give this one a whirl.
That was a great take. So hey, let's go through some of the tracks we started with today. Start with the first one. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. So the first one was Nate's part. It's kind of cool. Like start over here.
That's such a pretty track.
Yeah, it's so cool.
God, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
I'm gonna cry.
That's awesome.
That's kind of what we did today. Nice layering. Really cool way to approach the ukulele in a, unorthodox manner. Just kind of say, what else can we do besides strumming it?
The ukulele is such a fun instrument to play. It just is, and the uke bass is, like I said, it's just become one of my favorite writing tools. And they're so convenient, they're so compact, they're easy to travel with. It's just like such a great
They sound good
overall
plugged in, sound good not plugged in.
Yeah, they sound amazing not plugged in.
Yeah, they
That's
sound
a
amazing
great
plugged
point.
in.
Yeah.
That's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The ukulele will trick you. There's a lot of songwriters in Nashville that solely write on ukulele. That you think they're writing on guitars and songs are about it, but they're writing on ukulele. It actually enriches your musical journey. I mean, when you take your capo and you put on a guitar and you capo it up 5, that's what we're talking about. It's already a little higher, a little brighter, something just about it that people maybe feel more comfortable with. As a beginner musician, to kind of go, what if I move my finger here, Pianos are massive and guitars can be out of tune real easily, but ukulele has this thing when you're kind of focusing on the G and the C chords and strumming open, and you just find yourself being a little more adventurous. I find I am.